The setting and symbolism of the Tree of Language. Our story is centered around a mythical tree known as the Tree of Language. I originally thought it was a mix of the Tree of Life and the Babel Tower, but while it might have drawn inspiration from them, it actually has nothing to do with those myths. Instead, as explained through the story spoiler during Dystopia, the Tree of Language era, and through several interviews, the tree bears white fruit when people say nice things, and black fruit when people say bad things. In the story spoiler, we're also introduced to a young girl and an older woman. They symbolize the pass of time, and how people may become more negative due to life experiences. The girl symbolizes positive words, while the elder woman represents the negative words. The masks seen throughout the videos represent those who use anonymity to hurt others. So overall, we can see how the theme of this saga is set around negative words, and how they can bring about dystopia to the victims of them. The story itself isn't quite clear yet, as we don't have much to draw from. In an interview, the members explain that they themselves are tree spirits in charge of protecting the Tree of Language. As we only have 2 videos for now, and so far Dreamcatcher is known to distribute the stories through quite a few albums, I will try to lay a basic ground for the plot. The scenes we see in Boca, where they were in a white structure with a tree in the middle surrounded by water, happened before Deal. In the making film for Boca, it is specified that the Tree of Language shown in the MV is still growing, plus, the land around it still looks healthy and beautiful. Therefore, it seems appropriate to assume that those scenes with the tree in Boca happen long before Scream. I think it would also be safe to assume that the tree grows along with civilization, since it represents what people say. In Scream, we can see that the tree is already pretty big and is bearing a lot of fruits. At the beginning of the video it reads, "One day suddenly the light did not come. People forgot how to say good things. The girls are taking care of the tree, but humanity is becoming more negative, to the point where the tree cannot handle it and its core breaks in front of Gaia. The light is gone as well, which also serves to express the negative situation in which the world has settled." Boca once again starts with the explosion at the Tree of Language, and this time we see the girls moving around a modern-looking city. We also get to see these glitchy figures bearing masks who are chasing the girls. I believe the masks, besides standing for the people who hurt others, also stand for the evil and negativity behind these words. The girls are fighting these negative spirits, trying to restore the balance of the tree. They want to shut them up. The girls explained through interviews, and I believe also in the making films, that they wanted to have a story based on our reality. They want to tackle the issue with negative comments that spread like fire nowadays, and that people say carelessly. They mentioned how they themselves receive a lot of these negative comments through social media. Therefore the use of masks as a representation for negativity and anonymity. They want to fight all of this negativity and provide strength to the people who have to confront these sorts of messages in their daily life. These songs and this saga overall are a call out to people who engage in this sort of behavior and a message of support to those who have to live through it. I feel like, beyond the more fantastical story they're portraying through the videos, this message is more important, and I hope insomnias and non-fans or casual fans alike can feel comforted by their music. Cyberpunk dystopia. Right off the bat, the concept for this comeback is something we haven't seen Dreamcatcher do. A cyberpunk concept. They are shown now in a very futuristic-looking dystopia with lots of technology. Even the Tree of Language, something that was prominent since the Scream era, is shown to be affected by this futuristic setting. There are wires connecting to its roots, as if feeding off of it. Or perhaps, rather, corrupting it. In the past, the tree was corrupted by dark magic, which caused people to forget how to say good things and spread harmful words. During the Boca era, they were trying to purify the tree by shutting the mouth of those who were spreading hurtful words, silencing them. However, with the advancement of technology and social media, hate can spread much faster now. Thus, the tree is being corrupted again. Not by dark magic, but because of human technology. Social media, the internet, and television can be extremely influential to a person's mind, thus easily spreading evil. So, what happens to those who become a target to set evil? The meaning of the odd eye. The odd eye is another concept that is very prominent in this comeback. After all, it's the title of the leading track. The members even have odd eyes visible in the promotional art, seen more clearly in behind-the-scenes photos, their comeback showcase, and of course, the music video. Gayeon, in particular, I believe is a special case. Most of the other members I feel like still have their humanity, but Gayeon is eerily very robotic in her solo scenes. I think she might have lost all her humanity and is more close to a robot, or specifically, android, than any of the other members. Almost everyone gets one scene that clearly displays their odd eye, namely Jaeyu, Seon, Yueon, hers is through her phone, Handong, and Gayeon. Swa doesn't show off hers, but her odd eye is still there if you look close enough. Swa also has some strange-looking text written on her face. Maybe it's related to the tree of language? But more importantly, I think the odd eye's purpose is for the girls to see just how distorted their reality is. The lyrics talk about being deceived by an illusion or lies, only to see and realize the truth about their world. Yueon actually starts out in a room by herself, sitting in a mask-shaped chair, with a red liquid in a glass and a TV in front of her. She might have been in that brainwashed mindset that her world was perfect before starting to see the lies and decided to rebel, drinking the red liquid and obtaining her odd eye. Essentially, she ate the forbidden fruit and was cast out of paradise. No more Utopia because of their odd eyes. The girls can see just how flawed the society they live in is. What they thought was the utopia they dreamed of turned out to be an illusion. By the end of the song, they realize that they will never stop facing adversity and despair because their ideal utopia does not exist. Even at the end of the music video, it shows us a final shot of the tree with a text in the end. The Dreamcatchers could not find the utopia that they dreamed of. Although it's a bittersweet ending, the girls themselves actually said this song is a message of hope for people to find their utopia within their hearts. Don't strive to find something perfect, because it doesn't exist. Find something that is real, makes you happy, and is worth living for even if you have to face hardships. Now that we've analyzed Odd Eye on its own, let's see how it ties together with Scream and Bokeh and the overall theme of the Dystopia trilogy. What I find super interesting is that we essentially get 3 distinct time periods within the Dystopia storyline, showing us 3 different kinds of dystopia. First in Scream, the music video feels like a fantasy setting, where the girls are a coven of witches. When Gayeon touched the dark crystal, a curse was released that corrupted the tree and the girls, causing war to break out and hate to spread. In the end, they were consumed by their anger from all the pain they felt. Then in Bokeh, we are shown a more modern, urban dystopia. The girls are in a city setting, acting as a rebel group trying to silence those spreading harmful words and help heal the tree. They sympathized with those who were hurting and wanted to stop any more tragedy from spreading. And finally in Odd Eye, we are in a futuristic setting where technology has taken control of everyone's lives and the girls are now cyborgs realizing utopia is far beyond their reach. I see these 3 relating to the hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil proverb. Scream is hear no evil. They even say I don't want to scream. Bokeh is speak no evil, and Odd Eye is see no evil. In all of these videos, the group actually play dual roles, the goddesses who protect the tree of language, and a group of girls who are outcast for different reasons, witches, rebels, or cyborgs. Their goddess selves did everything they could to heal the tree from the corruption, but the evil became too powerful and they had to watch their own paradise burn away. Jaeyu even goes from holding a beautiful bouquet of flowers, to that bouquet burning while she is now blindfolded. It kind of reminds me of the image of Lady Justice, whose blindfold symbolizes impartiality. Again, it's a harsh and bittersweet truth of our reality. There is no perfect utopia and there will always be evil in the world. There will be people who face adversity for being different from the norm. But just because it's not obtainable, doesn't mean we can't still change the world for the better. We need to be mindful of what we say, have more sympathy, and strive for finding true happiness within ourselves. not a false utopia. And that does it for my analysis on Odyssey and the Dystopia trilogy. Ultimately, the storyline in these three MVs were all focused on the toxicity of social media and online hate culture, especially with how it relates to the music industry. It's amazing how Dreamcatcher have crafted this interesting story with such a strong message.